The title of The Rookie Season 7, Episode 10, Chaos Agent, is aptly fitting considering how hectic the entire hour is, including the emergence of a new antagonist who poses a direct threat to Lucy. Over the years, there have been several adversaries in Alexi Hawley's police procedural television series on ABC. Some, like the enduring Rosalind Dyer, have had a greater influence than others. But nobody would have guessed the most recent antagonist of The Rookie when they first appeared on the program. In Episode 10 of Season 7, The Rookie, chaos breaks out at Mid-Wilshire as a massive prisoner transfer is disrupted by power outages and technical issues. Nolan, Angela, and Lucy look into the stabbing deaths of 3 young girls in the meantime. Unfortunately, when the protagonists discover that 2 of the 3 females organized the attack and were the ones who actually stabbed their companion, and themselves in the process, the case ends tragically. However, Lucy becomes increasingly wary of her rookie, Seth, as the case is being investigated, and the truth about his alleged lies eventually surfaces. Seth has told Lucy too many lies, and this most recent one is the last straw. In Episode 10, Chaos Agent, Melissa O'Neill's rookie character believes her rookie is lying about his cancer return. Lucy enlists Tim and Gray to assist her in confronting the young police officer after finding out that Seth is no longer seeing his prior oncologist and has a dubious doctor endorsing him. Gray threatens to fire Seth unless he agrees to a blood test to confirm his cancer diagnosis. Seth chooses option number 2, saying he will sue the LAPD for medical discrimination. Given his extremely defensive response to the circumstance, it appears that Seth would have been dismissed regardless of his decision. However, it appears that the audience and the Rookie Season 7 characters will encounter the former rookie again because of Seth's refusal to go peacefully and his expressions of shock and despair. Seth will surely seek retribution, and he will focus all of his rage and guilt on Lucy, his training officer, who uncovered his falsehoods. Lucy's former rookie will likely target her for his revenge. Technically, Seth's final appearance might occur in The Rookie Season 7, Episode 10, but given the situation, that would be illogical and a huge waste of his potential as a villain. He will inevitably return for 2 reasons. First of all, this situation is hinted to in a later episode of The Rookie when Gray threatens to arrest Seth if he ever returns to Midwilshire. Furthermore, the authors of The Rookie wouldn't have wasted so much time developing Seth's villain origin narrative, around a significant character like Lucy, anyway, by finishing his arc with a quiet firing. First of all, this situation is hinted to in a later episode of The Rookie when Gray threatens to arrest Seth if he ever returns to Midwilshire. Furthermore, the authors of The Rookie wouldn't have wasted so much time developing Seth's villain origin narrative, around a significant character like Lucy, anyway, by finishing his arc with a quiet firing. Lucy will be the target of Seth's retaliation since he surely blames her for his termination from the LAPD since she exposed his deceptions. Fans are therefore justified in being concerned about Lucy's welfare in the upcoming episodes. Seth may not be seen again until Season 7 of The Rookie because he needs time to plan whatever is going to happen. But viewers, as well as Lucy, should brace themselves for a Caleb 2.0 scenario. In The Rookie Season 7, Lucy's life is in jeopardy, but it's a good thing Seth got fired early. To begin with, his plot was being stretched a little too far. Therefore, a development was very appreciated and needed. However, Seth was becoming increasingly careless with each episode, and if he had remained on the force past Episode 10, more characters' lives would have been in jeopardy. Additionally, Seth's threat level is established by the fact that fans now have answers and are positive that he was lying. At this point, viewers can only wait to see what Seth does in Season 7 of The Rookie.